starts blasting. You say Suge looks over, he sees you. He looks right at you.
Yeah, he looks at me.
Okay. When he looks over at you, and then Tupac's busy getting shot. Evidently, the story is Tupac's trying to either get out of the
back seat or something.
Yeah. What do you see happening inside of their
Jumping
car?
in. I seen a bullet going Suge's head. I thought he was dead.
So Orlando shot across Dre?
He leaned over on the window. We rolled down the window, popped.
Who was it?
They would drove on my side. I would have popped them. You know what I'm saying? But they was on the other side.
Right.
I'm not gonna go into details on that one. Keep the streets on me. I ain't gonna go into details.
Tupac Shakur was killed in Las Vegas in a drive-by shooting 27 years ago. A man has been caught in connection with the shooting. According to the Associated Press, Dwayne Davis, also known as Keefe D, was caught on September 29th. Davis is a member of the Southside Compton Crips gang and has long said that he saw the killing. A judge said he couldn't get out of jail on bail because he was charged with murder with a deadly weapon. In court, Mark DiGiacomo, the top deputy district attorney for Clark County, said that Keefe D ordered the death of Tupac because he was the on-ground, on-site commander of the Southside Compton Crips. Keefe D was arrested after police searched his home with a warrant in July, allegedly looking for laptops and other electronics. It was said that a grand jury had been hearing testimony for months. In the past few years, Keefe D has talked a lot about the killing, including in his 2019 autobiography, Compton Street Legend. Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, the person thought to have shot the people, was killed in 1998 and is related to Keefe D. He said he had nothing to do with Tupac's death. On September 7, 1996, Tupac Shakur was shot several times. At a stoplight, he was in a BMW being driven by Suge Knight, who started his record label, Death Row Records. Suddenly, a Cadillac pulled up next to them and started firing shots. He died in the hospital a week later. He was 25 years old and at the top of his rap game. A lot of people have different ideas about how and why Tupac was killed. One story says it has something to do with the shooting death of the Notorious Big 6 months later. The case was looked into by Greg Kading, a former detective from the Los Angeles Police Department. He told the AP that the case had been unprosecutable before Keefe D's confessions. Believes Keefe D put himself squarely in the middle of the conspiracy. According to AP News, Keefe D first told the world that he was a passenger in the Cadillac in 2018. He is now the only living passenger. While he was on bail for a PCP ring case in 2008, Keefe D first told Los Angeles police about his role in the killing. Later, his statement was written about in the 2011 book Murder Rap by Greg Kading, who used to be a detective on the case. In a cover story, Louisiana. Weekly wrote more about what he said. Lamar Tate played Keefe D in the 2018 Netflix show Unsolved, which was based on the statement. Police were told by Keefe D that his nephew Orlando Baby Lane Anderson shot Tupac from the car they were in. "I would have popped them if they had driven on my side," Keefe D said. He said the gun was a Glock, 40, and came from a hidden space in the armrest. He said, "And I ain't never told nobody that story, man." Dwayne Keith Keefe D Davis says that Sean Diddy Combs offered him $1 million to kill Tupac and Suge Knight, who was Tupac's manager. This is an interesting statement for hip-hop fans on the West Coast. Yes, but that's only the beginning. A 3-hour recording of Keefe D's confessions that was taken from LAPD records by former detective Greg Kading gives a colorful account of the events that happened before Shakur's death. The police knew who they were dealing with because Keefe D told them. Keefe D, "Dude, I'm a scary motherfucker when I'm not high." Do you understand what I mean when I say? Officer Darren Dupree of the LAPD said, "Man, we know you. You know what you can and can't do." A federal agent said, "That's how Detective Kading is when he doesn't have coffee." Keefe D, "Don't worry about me. Don't let me hurt people, man." That's how Keefe D met Combs, through a Crip named Zip, who was also in on the $1 million deal. On the other hand, Keefe D says that he made Diddy happy by letting Usher use his car in his first music video. Keefe D says that he, Diddy, and Zip talked about the Shakur hit once at a show in Anaheim, and a couple of times at Greenblatt's Deli on the Sunset Strip. Combs is said to have told Keefe D to kill Knight and Shakur because he was afraid that the other side would attack first. Keefe D says he's known Suge Knight since they were kids and lived together on the streets of Compton. So, Keefe D says that when he first started hanging out with Combs, the boss of Death Row kept asking him, "How did you meet those guys?" "Same way I met you, motherfucker," he probably said. That makes the moment when they look at each other during the 1996 shooting even more moving. In a strange twist, Keefe D says he never got the money Combs is said to have offered him. There was talk, according to Keefe D, that Combs gave half the reward to Zip because Suge Knight was still alive, and Zip never gave it back to the true owner. This could have been the fatal mistake that made Keefe D tell the truth. As of September 29th, Dwayne Davis was not officially charged with the murder of Tupac Shakur, but it was already known that he had something to do with the killing. Keefe D is Davis's name in the Southside Crips. Police knew he was a suspect soon after the killing, even though he had never been charged. In multiple interviews and in his own autobiography, he has since said in public that he was in the car that shot Tupac. After the 2018 BET show Death Row Chronicles, which had some of Keefe D's first public comments about the killing, Las Vegas police looked over the case and confirmed it was still open. When Keefe D was later caught, the police said that this interview and the ones that came after it led to him being charged. This case wasn't reopened until 2018, Lieutenant Jason Johansson said at a press conference on September 29th. New information about the murder came to light, specifically Dwayne Davis's own admissions to his involvement in this homicide investigation that he gave to many different media outlets. When police searched Keefe D's house in July 2023, they found a copy of his 2019 autobiography, Compton Street Legend, which he wrote with Yusuf Jah. In it, he wrote more about the killing. Keefe D never said he fired the gun. His nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, is said to have done it. Anderson was reportedly in the back of a Cadillac on September 7, 1996, with Keefe D and two other Southside Crips. When they pulled up next to Suge Knight, the head of Death Row Records, and Tupac, who was in a BMW, shots were fired. Baby Lane died in a separate gang shooting in 1998, but he had earlier denied being involved. Police now say that Keefe D called the shots and organized the plan that was carried out. As of now, Keefe D hasn't said anything about his arrest and hasn't entered a plea. "I'm the only one alive who can really tell you the story about the Tupac killing," Keefe D said in this 2018 series. He said he was finally talking about what he thought happened because he had cancer. Adding, "I have nothing else to lose," he said. "The truth is all I care about." He said, "I was in the front seat when we pulled up. It was nice to see my friend Suge." Then Keefe D said that someone shot Tupac from behind, but he didn't say who. He said, "I'm going to keep it for the code of the streets. Brother, it just came from the back seat." Keefe D added more information to what he had told cops in his 2019 autobiography, Compton Street Legend. He wrote that he met Diddy at Greenblatt's and asked Diddy to do a hit on Tupac and Suge Knight. He wrote, "I can smell and see fear like a lion on the Serengeti." Puffy was scared. It's said that Keefe D told Diddy, "That's not a problem." Hit 'em Up also made him angry because Tupac was said to have said, "If you want to be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too." Every month, the Southside Crips would go to Las Vegas to see Mike Tyson fight. "I had no idea that this trip to Vegas would be different from the others and change my life," Keefe D wrote. He and the Crips were supposed to meet in the MGM Grand's Cafe after the fight, but his nephew Baby Lane didn't show up. He said, "Then 118 East Coast Crips came and told us that they saw some death row niggas jump on my nephew down by the casino." A few days before, one of the Southside Crips stole a death row chain from a death row member at the Lakewood Mall in California. This person is said to have been in the group that attacked Baby Lane. It was said by Keefe D that this made the hit on Tupac more important. That was business when people talked about putting a $1 million bounty on the heads of Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur, he wrote. "The crap got really scary when Tupac, Suge, and those death row niggas jumped on my nephew Baby Lane." Fans have mixed reactions. One said, "This is 100% truth, and anyone who thinks otherwise is a mess for real. Miss you, Pac. Your real fans know you died from gang-related shit that became too big for your precious soul. Rest in peace." Another said, "I always feel pain whenever I see in one of these Pac documentaries, especially these last moments of Pac when he gets shot. I still feel the pain and anger like this was 1996. We miss you dearly, Pac." Another one said, "The thing about this is Keefe didn't need Diddy for anything. He had everything. Money, cars, drugs, and women, I feel for him. And the only reason we are coming at this man is because Tupac was the biggest rapper at the time, but anyone would have done the same in any gang situation. Keefe can be a villain to the rap industry, but a hero to Crips in the Compton." Diddy has since told LA Weekly that Keefe D's account was pure fiction and completely ridiculous, but an insider source claims he's scared to the bones. Following Keefe's numerous confessions and his arrest and indictment, it's only a matter of time before the arm of the law starts knocking on Diddy's door. But I really want to know your thoughts. How do you think this is going to unfold? Will Diddy prove his innocence? Do you think Keefe is telling the truth? Tell us in the comments. Check out this next video.